The journey of self-rule has not been without struggle in our individual and collective lives. The good news is that we are getting there. We are in a country that is changing quickly, and impressive progress is being made every day. We can be proud that in the short period since we passed our Constitution in 2010, we have completed the quickest, most extensive, and consequential transformation of any state in Africa and the world. We successfully made our bicameral parliament operational within 3 years. 2 trillion Kenya shillings will have been transferred to county governments by the financial year beginning in July 2019. But the money transferred matters far less than the services it has rendered and the transformation witnessed. We count not just the shillings, but the mothers and children saved. Infant mortality has fallen since 2013. Hospitals at the grassroots are better equipped and able to perform complex medical procedures for the first time in their history. And Kenya's grassroots have roared into life with towns like Narok, with markets and towns and municipalities bustling with economic activity. County-initiated enterprise in value addition is opening new frontiers for employment and economic inclusion. This is the true measure of the untapped plenty within our borders. My administration is committed to fully implement and strengthen devolution and shall remain steadfast to this call. Fellow Kenyans, I did earlier inform on the progress we have made in mobilizing investments to grow our economy and create jobs. In doing this, we have paid particular attention to small business because we know they are the ones that create most of the jobs our people enjoy, and they are the main source of their livelihood. Micro, small, and medium enterprises will now enjoy a new revolutionary credit financing scheme referred to as Stawi, designed to offer access to loans at a single-digit interest rate per annum. This strategy is part of unlocking our plenty within our borders. Additionally, we have reduced the number of days it takes to register a property from over 3 months to just 12 days. We have also simplified the way small business operate construction permits by waiving the requirement for an environmental impact assessment, and the granting of approval by NEMA has been reduced to 5 days for low-risk projects. To enhance inclusion and the economic empowerment of youth, women, and persons living with disabilities, my administration continues to support their enterprises and transform livelihoods through the Uwezo Women and Youth Enterprise Funds. And so far, we have distributed over Kenya shillings 285 billion with a reach of over 5 million households. This action is transforming this segment of our society from job seekers to job creators, creating hope for the plenty within our borders. To foster the effectiveness of this intervention, we are merging the 3 funds to create the Biashara Kenya Fund as a one-stop shop for affirmative action groups seeking affordable and accessible business loans. Small businesses will also continue to gain from the Access to Government Procurement AGPO program. 30% of all government procurement is reserved for youth, women, and persons living with disabilities. Over 100,000 such firms have been registered to date under the program, and contracts worth Kenya shillings 88 billion have been awarded since we began the program in 2013. Fellow Kenyans, to support and deepen this positive growth, I now wish to make 2 policy directives which will provide tangible opportunities and benefits to our people. The first concerns national government payments. As you are aware, the government is the largest consumer of goods and services in our economy. Many small businesses are built to service this demand. Unfortunately, pending payments have negatively affected many businesses, particularly those whose bulk of capital is now locked in non-payment. This has also reduced overall spending and business activity in our economy. To alleviate this situation, I hereby direct that all accounting officers pay and settle all pending bills that do not have audit queries on or before the end of the current financial year, 30th June 2019. Further, I direct that the National Treasury, to secure full compliance of this directive, and at the same time, I also call upon our county governments to follow suit. Going forward and in line with our policy to promote the local industry and enterprise, Buy Kenya, Build Kenya, I direct that all payments for supplies made to national and county governments be processed and made promptly and on a priority basis. The second policy directive regards the importation of goods by small and medium traders. In my working tours over the last week, I have received consistent feedback from wananchi and the business community that the Kenya Bureau of Standards has, despite its good intentions and in lawful discharge of its mandate, overly constrained the importation of goods by small and medium enterprises. It is true that KEB's inspection exercises have been leading to delays in the release of imports. Accordingly, and to strike a better balance between enhancing the ease of doing business in Kenya on the one hand and protection of the public from harmful imports, I hereby direct the Kenya Ports Authority, the Kenya Revenue Authority, and the Kenya Bureau of Standards to honor the pre-shipment inspection done by its appointed agents. Imported goods, therefore, should not be subject to additional inspection at the port of entry, except for cases legitimately suspected not to conform to the set standards. We shall also initiate business tax reforms in the coming finance bill and also restructure port logistic operations. And all efforts will be made to guarantee the predictability of business operations. Fellow Kenyans, we can take pride in modernizing our infrastructure, connecting more households with electricity, and look forward to the benefits that continue to accrue to our people. The Raka Express will soon roar into Mahio in the coming months, marking the completion of Phase 2A of the Standard Gauge Railway project. It will inject new economic vigor and activity into this area, which will also play host to Kenya's premier special economic zone and industrial park. Furthermore, for the first time in Kenya's history, modern highways are under construction to link Garissa to Modogash, Garsen to Lamu, Kibwezi to Kitui, and Miguani. Numerous other projects of the same nature, including the upgrade of roads infrastructure that we have seen here in Narok County today, such as the 82-kilometer Narok-Sekenani Road, the gateway to the world-famous Mara, now 72% complete, and the Mount Narok-Kisiriri Road are tangible examples of the progress we are making in the path towards transformation. In Narok County alone, we are implementing public infrastructure projects worth over 10 billion shillings. These positive transformations in this country and across the entire republic are visible examples of that expansion of plenty within our borders. We continue to power freedom by connecting households, schools, towns, market centers, previously deemed undeserving the dignity of electricity connection. In pursuit of this national endeavor, we have achieved a connectivity rate of 74% of all Kenyan households, from a low of 27% in 2013. We shall continue to enhance efforts to achieve universal access to electricity by 2022. Fellow Kenyans, information, communication, and technology is the greatest catalyst in our quest to become Africa's technology hub. Every day, I am inspired by reports of new applications and software developed to support farmers, schools, market access for produce. Online shopping today is as prolific as it is diverse. These applications are often as simple as they are life-changing, spurring local economic and social development, and indeed, quality jobs for our youth to heights previously unknown. The recently launched Digital Economy Blueprint provides the framework for the expansion of this potential and the realization of a sustainable digital economy in Kenya in line with our aspirations.